Well, people. You stumbled upon another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews, and this is episode 117, part 6. And this is the final part of my Ridge Racer series review, and I am Tony, bringing you the finale here and stuff. And those of you who missed what happened in episode 117, part 5, the best way to solve this, for those of you who missed it, is something called a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed. In episode 117 part 5, I took a look at Ridge Racer 5 for the PlayStation 2 and gave it a perfect 10 because it improved a lot over the first 4 predecessors of Ridge Racer, and it showed that they were capable of making more and more improvements, and they improved a lot over the gameplay, the graphics, the sound, and the controls and everything. So that's what made this game get a perfect 10 out of 10. But for this episode, we're gonna zoom ahead to the year 2000, to the year 2006, 2007, where we're gonna look at Ridge Racer's debut on the PlayStation 3, and this was, in my opinion, one of the first launch titles for the PlayStation 3, and one of the best ones here. And we got it right here. This is Ridge Racer 7 for the PlayStation 3. Now, before I start here, I know people are probably asking, what about Ridge Racer 6 and stuff like that? Well, that was on the Xbox 360, and I don't own an Xbox 360, so I'm sorry to do that, but it's just, if I don't own the console, I can't play it and stuff, so that's just me. But as we get started here, we're just get started with the review of Ridge Racer 7, and what is there to say about Ridge Racer 7? Well, best Ridge Racer game ever made. Hands down the best, even better than Ridge Racer 5. Now, you're probably wondering, how is that possible when you gave Ridge Racer 5 a perfect 10 and stuff? Well, just hear me out here and stuff on why I think this is the best Ridge Racer game, and how it was the last good one in my opinion, stuff like that, because everything after that just made the series go downhill from there, but I'll talk about that later on. But as we get started here with Ridge Racer 7, I was completely amazed on how great this game was and stuff. Like, it had a great sense of speed and had a great sense of control. It took everything from the other Ridge Racer games and made it even better and stuff. And it just really perfected everything from Ridge Racer 5, Ridge Racer for the PSP, and Ridge Racer 6 and stuff. And all that stuff they did, they improved, and Bandai Namco at the time, because they merged, Bandai Namco Games did a great job with it, and I gotta say, you guys did a fantastic job here and stuff. Now, I will admit, I never beat this game completely because there are a couple of races here that I am stuck on stuff, but I completed the game mostly and stuff, and enough to show you guys what I like, what the game is like and stuff. And as we get started here, we have 3 modes to choose from. 2 actually these 3 from the start, and you unlock an extra one after you beat the game. We got Ridge State Grand Prix, Manufacturer's Trial, and UFRA and stuff, and then I see Extreme Battle, which comes unlocked after you beat Ridge State Grand Prix and stuff, because that's the main mode. And you basically just like pick a race and stuff, beating a race, pick a car and stuff, and then there you go. I should warn you though, but this is something that they did a little different here. You must compete in a manufacturer trial and win in order to unlock the manufacturer car and stuff, like to unlock a Kamada Fiera, or a Odds Prophecy, or a Denver Bayonet, or a Himmel Io, Assoluto Bizonte, Soldado Raggio, and more and stuff. And like, that's one of the things that fascinates me is all the cars they have. I mean, like, you see me playing as a different car each time. It's just 'cause I wanted to show off all the cars and stuff like that. And like, every time you beat a race with that car like that, and stuff, or beat the round with that car, you get manufacturer points. And if you get 100, you get a complete version of that machine and stuff. And that's one of my favorite parts about Ridge Racer 7, was trying to get the complete machines and stuff like that. And I succeeded. For the most part, I succeeded. There were a couple things that were a little harder and stuff that I did not get like 100 points like the Namco's manufacturer trial like that, because I'm stuck on trying to get to unlock the Kamada Angelus and stuff. So yeah, that's where I got to the line there and some other races there. But for the most part here, like, just unlocking all these cars, racing these cars and stuff, and it's just a blast, definitely. And I know a lot of people bitch that, like, a lot of these cars and courses were from Ridge Racer 6. Well, it kind of happened with like in the PSP version 2 and stuff, and no one bitched about that. So why are people complaining here? I mean, sure, I mean, like, yes, it is. I can kind of see where people are coming from. How it's like similar courses and are the same from Ridge Racer 6, Ridge Racer 7 here, but still, they're still fun to race on and stuff. And that's what it was. They made them even better thanks to the technology of the PS3 on a Blu-ray disc and stuff and such, and they just did a fantastic job here. I mean, and like I gotta say, I didn't really talk about the graphics or anything like that, but like, let's say here that the graphics here are fantastic. They still look great to this day. They took everything from the PSP Ridge Racer game and Ridge Racer 6 and made it even better to the quality of the Blu-ray disc here, and it's great. It has a great sense of speed and control, and there's no frame rate issues whatsoever. It's probably one of the smoothest running games on the PlayStation 3. I mean, like, I didn't notice any slowdown. I mean, I'm sure some people may have and stuff depending on what kind of TV you're using and stuff, but for the most part, I did not notice a single dip in the frame rate at all. I mean, the frame rate runs very smooth at 60 frames per second. I know that you can't really see it here because of the recording software I use. Like, stuff can only record up to 30 frames per second and stuff. But believe me, when you see this thing on a big flat screen TV and see this in HD and how crisp it runs and stuff, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna be amazed on how fantastic this game looks and how it runs. It's just awesome. I mean, it's just awesome on how great this game runs and stuff. And like, speaking of control here, like, drifting has improved over Ridge Racer 5 and stuff like that. Like in my opinion, like, drifting is even easier and better. And like, you also have something called Nitrous here, which was introduced in the PSP game, and it was in the Xbox 360 game Ridge Racer 6 as well. And the nitrous is going to be a big factor to getting in first place. And I did come in first place in like 95% of the races. There were a couple courses I placed like second or third or fourth in and stuff, but still, like, I had fun like using the nitrous and stuff, like getting a triple nitrous and just like zooming so fast that that you can't keep up. And like it's just a fantastic fun game, and man, it's a lot of fun. Just like a lot of nostalgia when I got my PlayStation 3, and this was one of the first games I got for it. And it wasn't the very first game I got for it, because I'm sure everyone knows the first game I got for my PlayStation 3 was Heavenly Sword. So yeah, I'm just saying there. But getting into this as one of my first PS3 games, it was a blast, because being able to play Ridge Racer on the PS3 finally was just amazing and stuff, because all those good memories there, and unlocking all those cars, and just it became kind of addicting to unlock all the cars and stuff, because just trying to unlock all that stuff. And if you are having trouble, you would start a race, you get infinite retries here too. So no more five tries or 3 tries and then that's it, you're done. I mean, they actually improved on that as well. And just like how colorful everything looks and stuff. Like, you got the day to night transitions, like, for the courses are big and huge and colorful, and the announcers, you got 2 announcers this time. One of the guy who announces like 3 laps to go, and you got a woman who gives you a description of the courses and stuff and everything, and she talks about the nitrous and stuff, which thankfully in this game they don't mention the word nitrous so much, because in Ridge Racer 6 they said the word nitrous so much it kind of got a little absurd and annoying, but they toned it down there this time, thankfully for that. And the opponent AI puts up a good fight and stuff. I mean, like, I placed first most of the races because I pretty much got better and better at this game as time went on, even though I'm stuck at a couple races. But for the most part, I upgraded my vehicle and stuff, and to help me win and such, because you can upgrade your vehicle. You can see my nitrous keeps recharging and put it on automatic nitrous to recharge and stuff, because you get nitrous, to get extra nitrous, you drift and stuff, and that's one reason why drifting is a definite factor for this game. And just like nitrous this, nitrous that, a lot of nitrous, and now I got myself saying the word nitrous. Oh, please stop. But anyway, and like just like how much fun this game was, being able to race all these cars and just do that stuff was just a lot of fun. And Riko Nagase, she's on billboards and stuff like that, but she does not appear in the opening cutscene, but she appears in the ending, and it was great to see that she was still the mascot of this series and stuff. And and it was great to see her. I mean, like, it would have been cool, like, since this was the 7th entry, there would have been a way for you to play as her, or in a vehicle that she drives and stuff, but that's not the case still. But still, like, she's just a mascot, not the main character. You're the main character, because you're the one trying to win the Ridge State Grand Prix, and it feels satisfying when you beat all 14 rounds of the Ridge State Grand Prix, and you see the credits roll and stuff, and you get the congratulations. You just feel like you feel very accomplished. You feel very accomplished, and that's basically what it is. Like, you do have an introduction and stuff too, to tell you like what to do, because I know, like, they had that stuff since like R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, an introduction to tell you like how to play the game and stuff and what you do, and there's just so much to do, like so much content. They got all these races, all these cars and stuff, and just so much content. That's why I consider it the best Ridge Racer game, because like I noticed that like Ridge Racer 5 and R4 Ridge Racer Type 4 and other Ridge Racer games came off as kind of short, but this game has so many courses and races and stuff. It's just crazy in a good way. And I know I'm kind of, and I can't really show you online play, because when I was recording I could not connect my PS3 to the internet, so you can race against people around the world and stuff, and I'm not sure if the servers are still up and running, but if they are, then you're in for a treat here, because it's still, I mean, it's fun to do, it's fun to play and stuff, even though I'm not big into online play and stuff. I've heard people play it and stuff, and they had fun and stuff, definitely. But I haven't even talked about the sound yet. The sound was also fantastic. Like I said, the voice acting for the announcers. You also have the music, which is like some modern Japanese pop techno and stuff. And they kind of went back to the roots of what the early Ridge Racer games did with like Japanese techno, but it was kind of more like a modern pop form and stuff. And the music works really well. And my favorite song has to be Orbital Rock. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you which song it is. Like, you just type it up, Ridge Racer 7 Orbital Rock, and you can hear it. It kind of reminds me of a techno rock pop song, and I like how cool it sounds and stuff. And like, it's a fantastic song, definitely. And like, just a lot of music here, and a lot of tracks, a lot of voice acting, and a lot of this and that. And gameplay is crisp and fun, and just very challenging and innovative, and just very fast too, like a Ridge Racer. And aside from that, there's not very much else I can say, because I pretty much I know this review was kind of me just going around circles, just like talking about like what it was good about and stuff. It kind of wasn't in like a pattern or a format for like how it was in the past, but just that's how much fun I had with this game and stuff, definitely. So Ridge Racer 7 is definitely my favorite Ridge Racer game of all time. Ridge Racer 7 is definitely the best one, and what's my final verdict here? I recommend you people picking this up if you have a PS3, because it's definitely worth it. I mean, this game is so good, I'm not even going to give it a number rating. In fact, this is the first time where I've given a great game a not number rating. That because this game is so good, I'm going to give this game perfectly awesome and replayable and fun out of 10. Because that's how fun it is. It's perfectly replayable, perfectly fun, and innovative and stuff like that, and it's definitely worth it. And so I definitely recommend you all to pick it up. And that's pretty much it for my Ridge Racer series review. I covered it in 6 parts here. I hope you all enjoyed. And what will the future for Ridge Racer hold? I honestly God don't know. Because after what happened with the Ridge Racer or the PlayStation Vita and how bad that flopped and stuff, and we had Ridge Racer 3D, which I don't know how that was versus the 3DS and stuff, I'm uncertain what's going to happen, because after Ridge Racer 7 we had Ridge Racer Unbounded, which was basically a Ridge Racer game with burnout gameplay elements in it and stuff, and it sucked badly. It even had a crappy story about street racing games, like how was it Fast and Furious. And they had vehicles that could take damage and blow up and stuff, to have like the Burnout Need for Speed reference there and stuff. I mean, and drifting, and there's not really any drifting in it either. I mean, so you can't. It's not even really feel like a Ridge Racer game. It's just basically a Ridge Racer game with some burnout with a burnout coat of paint, and it just sucks and it's just awful. And I don't even recommend it. I mean, I tried to get into it, I tried to play it, but I didn't like it, so I didn't like it. It was one of my biggest disappointments of the year 2012. That's how bad it was. So don't even bother with it. And things just got even worse, because we had Ridge Racer for the PlayStation Vita, which felt more like a glorified demo at full price. And I don't know how Ridge Racer 3D was, and I own a 3DS, but I just hope to God that they will be able, that Namco will be able to redeem themselves and make a great Ridge Racer game, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll have to see there. But when it comes to the Ridge Racer games I mentioned, definitely they pick up any of the ones I reviewed, especially Ridge Racer 7, because that's the one I recommend the most out of the 6 Ridge Racer games I reviewed. And that's pretty much all I gotta say there. And I know I'm sorry if I kind of like babbled on a little too much and stuff, but just that's how fun the game was and stuff, definitely. And if you like, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. Those of you who like what you see here, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Don't forget to join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers Unite, because we're always looking for more people to join. And also, if there's a game you want to see me review and I have it, feel free to comment down below, because I take requests and stuff too. So be on the lookout for that. And what will come for the future of this channel? Like I said, I'm redoing some of my older reviews. There's gonna be lots more multi-part reviews coming up, and single-part reviews too. So be on the lookout for that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say here about the Ridge Racer series review. We come a long way, and like everything just like got better and better for a time until Ridge Racer Unbound came out. But that's pretty much all I gotta say here. This is Tony. Peace out. Have a great day, and see you all in episode 118 of my game reviews. What will come next? Will I have a remaster review? Will I have a review of something else? You'll have to find out next.